fire they burn for EBS.
Okay. Some staff of Edo Broadcasting Service helped to put out the fire before the arrival of men of the Edo State Fire Service. Eyewitnesses said at about 6 a.m. they heard a loud noise in the control room of the station and discovered that there was fire. They said they managed to put out the fire but later noticed thick smoke near the television studio.
We perceived a smell from one of the office where the circuit board was. So from there, we have to do our best possible to make sure that everything was calm before the...
This morning I was called upon that when I switched on the transmitters, they were already on air on radio and TV. Before they knew now, they saw the light was blinking and the TV was not clear. Then I said that let them find out. Then I saw that a heavy smoke was where the switchboards were. We were on Jen when the thing happened. We are trying to see what was the cause of the fire incidents.
The staff who were on morning duty, both on radio, the plant, everybody rallied round to ensure the fire was contained. But much later, we saw that the fire had spread, so we had to call the fire brigade.
The head of service, Edo State, Mrs. Gladys Idaho, and board chairman of Edo Broadcasting Service, Mr. Joseph Omorotionwa, who came to the station to ascertain the level of damage, were conducted round the affected areas by the acting general manager of EBS, Barrister Friday Okwedion. They expressed regret over the incident and said effort will be put in place to ensure that the station is back on air.
First impression I had when I was called this morning was that maybe the entire studio was done. But from what I've seen, I want to commend the staff of EBS and most especially the fire brigade, I understand, came quite on time to salvage the situation.
It would have been a major disaster that has been averted. No matter what happens, we are going to be off air for some time. Being off air is not going to be for too long.
We were all surprised when we got the phone call that fire has broken out in EBS. I want to believe that it must be an electrical fault. That's what
we saved what would have been a major disaster, because the TV studio, the radio studio, and the transmitter hall, they are located in the same place.
Other staff who were on duty narrated their experience while thanking God that no life was lost.
We're on studio here to open the station. We now had a blast from the control room side of the studio. There was no light. We only on a plant this morning, so we don't really know what really happened.
When we now get in, we now discover that there's a fire that caught for the one of the box. So we started putting the fire off. But before we know now, the fire now is not expand through the studio and the MCRO.
We came out and the next thing we saw was fire in one of the offices in the operational area.
Officers of the Edo State Fire Service were on ground to ensure that the fire did not spread. Pius Nsogo reporting.